So a little follow-up to my meltdown last night. He did end up going to practice, and when he came home, he admitted that he's glad that he went. I'm guessing one of the coaches must have mentioned something to some of the older kids, some of the older boys on the team, and a lot of them came up and introduced themselves, and there must have been an incident that embarrassed him the other day, and a couple kids apologized. And it made him feel good, and he was happy. He even came and hugged me this morning. This is huge. But get this other part of this, and this is something that a neurotypical parent just will not get. Something had happened Monday that had embarrassed him. I cannot stress how huge that is. Autism kids, I mean, there's no typical autism kid, but my experience with my autism kids, they don't get embarrassed. They don't have the self-awareness that other kids do. So for him to have a situation that embarrassed him, that is huge. That's huge. And then he came up to me this morning and he hugged me. My baby. He's 14. He's not a baby, but still he's my baby. But then here's the thing that really bugs me. I get that kids pick on kids. I do. And it's an issue, something they've dealt with their whole lives, both of my autism kids. And when a child is old enough to understand what autism is, once they have been told that my child has autism, the script flips like that. All of a sudden they're treating my kids differently. They're more tolerant of their behaviors. But why does it have to be that way? Why do they have to be explained? Why does it have to be explained that my child has a brain difference before you can treat somebody who's different with dignity? Come on, none of us want to be a carbon copy of the person next to us. So just because somebody's different doesn't give you just cause to treat them like crap and to bully them and to pick on them and to be mean and make mean comments. But kids do that. And I wish to God we lived in a world where they didn't have to have the explanation that this child has autism or ADHD or whatever it is before they're treated with respect. And understand, this is not something that just happened yesterday. This is something that has historically happened with my kids. The minute you explain to someone who has the knowledge of understanding what autism is, suddenly their behavior is different. The way they treat my kids is different. And I'm grateful for that. Just wish it didn't have to come to that. So in the end, he ended up having a good night. He came home and did homework, and the rest of the night was very calm. He was thrilled that I picked up some dinner that he wanted. This was really weird. He asked me to go pick up Mexican. He says, I really want Mexican, not knowing that I had already ordered Mexican and ordered exactly what he wanted. And he never wants Mexican food, ever. So this was really like God between us, it was pretty cool. So he had a good night and he had a good morning, and he's back off to school today and practice tonight and his first game tomorrow night. He's not playing, but he's going to be there for his team tomorrow night.